Hey, what's up guys? So in this video, I want to go over Escort's new ZW5 wireless laser shifters. Now these are wireless laser jammers, meaning you have the laser jammer hardware itself, the laser jammer heads and all the controllers and whatnot installed in your engine bay and in your grille that wirelessly communicate to the windshield mount radar detector, and there's no cable to run through your car's firewall. Without that cable being run, pretty much it's designed just to make the install simpler. So simpler install, it's quicker, it's easier, less expensive, and for those of you guys worried about drilling a hole through your firewall, some cars have a little grommet where you can run the cable. It makes it pretty easy, but if you don't have that, you do have to drill a new hole through your firewall. If you don't necessarily want to do that, you can take a look at a wireless laser jammer. And in this video, I just kind of want to go over how everything works. We're going to run through the installation as far as all the different components and how everything wires together, how the wireless stuff works, and then we'll go ahead and turn everything on and I'll show you the wireless laser jammers in action. Now, taking a look at how everything would wire up in your car, the laser jammers over here on this side, here's the power cable for them. They're going to be installed somewhere in the engine bay, such as maybe connected directly to your battery. That's going to plug right here into the Escort ZW5 wireless interface. This is what does the wireless communication between the laser jammers and the radar detector over here on this side. This special power cable, this tube, is the wireless communicator on the radar detector side, and these are the two components that are going to be wirelessly talking to each other. Now over here, this is going to run over into the bridge box, which is what all the laser jammer heads plug into. You can see it comes with two heads right here. It does have cables and compatibility for up to 4 heads. According to Escort, they say that with the ZW5s, you can only run 2 heads max. I tried it. I took off these removable rubber caps and plugged in 2 more heads, and all 4 heads work just fine. But according to Escort, they say you're only supposed to run it with 2 heads. Now moving on to the radar detector side, we've got the radar detector here, and then we have the special power cable. Now, for those of you guys who remember the older Escort Live power cables, before they put Bluetooth into the detector itself, if you wanted Bluetooth compatibility, they actually built it into the power cable so it could talk to your phone. It's a similar idea here to where now, again, we have a special power cable, which has the wireless communication capabilities to talk back with the laser jamming system. Now, there's 2 versions of the power cable. This right here is the hardwired version. You can see this would plug right into your fuse box, and then we have the smart cord controller right here. Escort also sells a cigarette lighter version if you just want something easier to install again, and it just plugs into your cigarette lighter instead. Now, once you have everything wired up and plugged in, when you get shot with laser, your radar detector will alert and go off. And then when you want to disable the jammers, you double press the mute button, and that will disarm your jammers. You press the mute button once to mute the alert, and you press it twice to disable the jammers altogether. Currently, there is no Auto Jzk functionality, so the jammers will not disarm automatically unless you yourself double press the mute button to disable the jammers. You can do it from the mute button on the detector or from the power cable itself. Now, a couple quick notes about the install and using this system. You'll notice over here it says this side up. This part that has all the wireless communication stuff for the laser jammers, it needs to be installed with this, again, pointed straight up into the air. And to make sure that this and this have a, nice, relatively clear line of sight with nothing like an engine physically blocking the wireless communication pathway, they want this installed higher up in the engine bay and closer to you in the cabin. Again, the idea is just to mount these kind of closer together and not put too much stuff in between them that can interfere with the wireless communication. Something else to note is this part right here, this can be installed somewhere like your vehicle's battery that always has power. There may not necessarily be a power source that goes on and off with the car in the engine bay, and what's nice is your radar detector, when you turn off your car, you can install this in a place typically where you will get power when the car is on, and it loses power when the car is off to turn off your detector. Once you stop driving and your detector turns off, after 2 minutes, this will automatically turn off as well. Then, once you start up your car next time, everything will restart. And this is done intentionally just to help you avoid draining your car battery, even if you plug this directly into your battery and it would otherwise always be powered. So that's pretty cool. And then I guess one other thing to note is the fact that if you install your radar detector into a power location that always has power, there is an option in the detectors to especially for GPS detectors, to automatically turn off after a set period of time when it notices you're parked, again, just to avoid draining the car battery. So a couple quick notes regarding installation. As far as the laser jammer heads, as with any laser jammer, you're going to want to make sure that they are installed mounted straight and level, not pointed up and down or left to right. You want both of the laser jammer heads pointed straight and level. Other than that, yeah, there you go. There's a look here at the ZW5 wireless laser jammers. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'm going to have some additional information down below in the video description, as well as the links to where you can go purchase the system, both the direct wire version as well as the cigarette lighter one. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.